Good morning, folks. Ron Ray here with Turning 65 Solutions. And for this morning's video, we're going to answer the question, when can I join a Part D plan? So if you don't recall from our other videos, Part D is the Medicare prescription drug program. It's called Medicare Part D, and it helps out with prescription drugs. So there are only certain times of the year when you can join a plan, and we're going to discuss those now. Now, the first one is your initial enrollment period. So we're going to go down here and just define them real quick for you. By the way, this is our webpage, and we've got a great article here that explains when you can join a Part D plan. I'll put a link to this page down in the video description down below so you can just go straight to it and read the whole article. It's not very long, but it's really informative. And if we look here, the first most common is the initial enrollment period. This is when you first become eligible for Medicare. So it starts 3 months before the month that you turn 65, includes the month that you turn 65, and goes for 3 months after you turn 65. That's your initial enrollment period. If for some reason you miss that period and you don't have what's called a special enrollment period, there's a big long list of those. We don't really have time to cover them in this video. There's a whole bunch of them. A couple quick examples of a special enrollment period would be you continued to work past 65 and you had prescription coverage from your employer, and now you've left that company or you lost that employer coverage. That would give you a special enrollment period to get into Part D. There's a whole bunch of those ranging a whole bunch of different situations. We'll cover those in another video, but for the main, most important periods, it's these three, and that's the initial enrollment period. Again, that's when you're turning 65. If you miss that, then you're going to have to wait until what's called the annual enrollment period or annual election period, AEP. That's a big time in our business. Insurance agents are running around crazy this time of year. Today is September 30th, 2021. The annual election period begins on October 15th and runs through December 7th. So right now we're getting ready to get everybody, all of our current clients and clients that want help getting enrolled in a prescription drug plan or making changes to their current prescription drug plan. That's when you can get into one if you didn't get in during your initial period, or if you have one, you can make changes from October 15th to December 7th. Now, on October 1st to October 14th is what we call the pre-AEP period, pre-AEP time. And what that time is when on October 1st, Medicare makes available to the public all of the information about the new prescription drug plans that are coming up for January 1st. So until October 1st, we can't really see inside the plans. We don't know what the formularies and the copays and the deductibles look like. But from October 1st on, we can see inside. Now, from October 1st to October 14th, we cannot make any changes, but we can get ready to make those changes starting on the 15th. That's the annual election period where once a year from October 15th to December 7th, you can get into a plan or you can make changes. Now, there's another period that is kind of for certain situations, and that is called the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period. Now that runs from January 1st to March 31st. And that is for certain people that want to make a certain change. So the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period as it relates to Part D is for people who at some time in the past elected to go with Medicare Advantage and a prescription drug plan, or MAPD, a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drugs, but now they've changed their mind and they decided they want to go back to original Medicare A and B. Remember, we talked about the two sides of Medicare, original Medicare and Medicare Advantage, in another video. I'll see if I can link that video up in this video description as well. Once you get into Medicare Advantage, you can only get out of Medicare Advantage during the Medicare Advantage open enrollment season, and that's when you can go from Medicare Advantage back to original Medicare and get a prescription drug plan. Now, I know that can be confusing, but I just want to recap. There's 3 times when most people can get into a prescription drug plan. That's the initial enrollment period. That's when you're first turning 65, 3 months before, the month of, and 3 months after. Then there's the annual election period, AEP. That's from October 15th to December 7th. And then if you are already on a Medicare Advantage plan that has prescription drugs, then during the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period from January 1st to March 31st, you can leave Medicare Advantage, go back to original Medicare, and add a standalone prescription drug plan, or PDP. Now again, there are several SEPs, special enrollment periods, that cover several specific special situations that we'll cover in another video, but these are the ones that you need to be aware of the most. And the one that you really need to be aware of is starting in just a couple of weeks. Today's September 30th, 2021. And that is the annual election period, AEP. It runs from October 15th to December 7th. So if you have any questions about this at all, it can be very confusing. With Medicare Part D, it's finding the right plan that's the tricky part. And that's what we do for people every single day. And we're very good at it. So if you have any questions about this at all, please give us a call. The number is 830-217-6711, or look us up on the web at www.t65s.com. I'm going to put a link to this article in the video description down below. If you enjoyed the information in this video, please give us a thumbs up down below. That helps YouTube get this video out to other people who are searching for the same information that you were today. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we upload another helpful video. So we hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, have a great day, folks. Bye.